Yo, morning guys, what's up my people? Those following and tuning in to today's warm-up routine. We're going to be focusing on our hip area. I know for all our hoopers out there, that's an area that we always struggle with, always tight when we wake up, when we finish training, whether that's on the court or in the gym. So that's just something that I want us to work on today. So yeah, let's get going. All right, perfect. First one we're going to start with our feet at a 90-degree angle at knee joint. We want to make sure that our feet are a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. So my shoulders are here, made them just a little bit wider. I'm really on the heels right now, so just bouncing off my heels. And what I want to do is have internal rotation going in. I want to try and keep this leg as straight as possible, and I'm just going to come back out. Right, I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite leg, back out. Alright, so we can do anywhere from maybe 10. You can even go to 20 if you want to. And as we rotate right now, we're trying to rotate this whole right side inward, so internal, so inside. And as I'm doing that, I'm trying not to lean. So I'm trying not to lean my shoulder across. I'm trying to keep my shoulder squared facing the camera. So I'm just doing this. You might feel some discomfort, but after a while that does start to loosen up a little bit. Cool, so let's go for 10. Completely 10 of those internal. Now we're going to go for external. Right, so from us going with the internal, we're also going to add in an external phase into this. So from here, as my right knee goes external, my left knee is going internal. Right, just like this. I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Oh, need to give myself some space. So from here, to start with, my hands are behind my back. Right, just on the floor. But once we've done 10 of these, we're going to try it with my hands off the floor. Right, and again, I want to keep my hands, especially when I go to this left side, I want to keep this left hand firmly on the ground. You're going to feel it a little bit more in that hip region. Same thing on the right side. Trying to keep my shoulders squared, facing the camera. My chest up. So once we've done 10 of those, the next one we're going to try is with our hands in front of us, right? So again, engaging the core, making sure our core's tight, right? From here, as I turn inwards with this right knee and I go for an internal rotation, I want to make sure that my hands are staying in front of me. I don't want them to twist or come out, or we want to try and avoid that as much as we can. And this knee is going for external rotation. So from here, try and get the inside of your knee to touch the mat or the floor. Try and get your outside of your knee to touch the outside of the floor. Just like this. You might feel like you're sliding or moving or shifting, I should say. Perfect. Now that we've done that, I want to show you guys another one that you guys can do. So, we start with feet together, like this, and then we go first into butterfly. So we hold the toes, we shake out. So obviously there's the dynamic part of it. Shake out for anywhere, again, from 10, 20 seconds, depending on our time limit. After we shake out with the butterflies, we push down. So we're pushing down on the inside of our knees, hands together. Make sure you're stretching as well. We want deep breaths. You want to be as relaxed as possible, right? And for everyone, it's going to be different as well. Everyone's going to feel it at a different range. So someone may feel it up here because they're tighter. Someone else, their knees may go all the way down to the floor, right? So we're going to do this again for 10, 20 seconds. And then from this position, now I keep one leg in front, one leg behind, right? So from here, this position, I want my left foot, I want it to almost touch, actually I want it to touch this right thigh. And it's almost going to push against it. right? And from this position here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lean forward, trying to keep this back ankle, this back foot, as flat to the ground as possible. So it's just like this, but it's flat to the ground. And I'm just going to lean forward, again, holding this position. You should be able to feel it all around that hip area on my left side. I can feel it on the front foot. Again, we're going to hold this for, again, anywhere from 10 to 20, in my opinion. Some people may have a certain preference, but I've got those ranges that I like. Again, you can even hold it for longer if you want. Again, let's say we've held this for 10 seconds. We're now going to walk it up from here, and that was straight. And now we're going to go to an angle. So now we're going to go out this way. And now we should be able to start feeling it more on the inside of our hip, near our groin. So feeling it more in the adductors. Again, this is a really good one. Make sure that this hand on this left side stays on the ground. This hand, if you can't get it to the ground, that's fine. If you can, try and just get even your forearm. Try and get your elbow to touch. You'll feel it some more. Make sure we have deep breaths. Again, once we're done, we're walking it back in. From this position here, we rotate to the left side. Again, trying to keep our hips on the ground and just rotate. And as I push through and I'm rotating this way, this left hand again is on the floor, is firmly on the floor, and this shoulder is rotating more. So I'm trying to get this shoulder to face this left side more, right? And as I do that, I'm pushing my foot against this quad, right? Against my thigh here. So I'm pushing against it, and I'm actually feeling this stretch all along my hip flexor, right? So again, hold this for anywhere from 10 to 20, or ranges that suit you. Perfect. And now, last one, right? That's why I said it's a series. It's a really good one that if you just have maybe like 5 minutes to stretch, let's say coach says, look, 5 minutes, you need to get out the gym. This is a really good one to do to finish your workout, or before you go to bed or when you wake up. Now, from this position, all we're going to do is just lean back. We're leaning on our left forearm if you're doing your left side first, if your left side's in front. And now I'm trying to get my opposite elbow, so my right side, on the ground as well. At the same time, if you guys can see, this knee is staying on the ground. Sometimes from this position, our knee lifts up. If your knee lifts up, then don't worry about this hand touching the floor. Just try and get as far back as possible and then leave it there, right? But if you can get that elbow down, get that elbow down. And again, from this position, lift your hips up. So we want our hips to go up, so we're putting more tension here, and we're able to feel the stretch along the hip flexor. Perfect, and then we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. For me, this time there's going to be less talking. Cool. So, leaning forward, just straight. You want to hold this for 10 to 20 seconds. Perfect, walking it back in. Now we're going to an angle on the opposite side. Again, I can definitely feel it more on this side, right? And there's gonna be sometimes a difference between each side, left and right. One side may be tighter than the other for several reasons, for different reasons. Perfect. From this position here, we're now going to rotate shoulders to the opposite side. Remember, as we do that, we want to push this right leg, right foot into our thigh here. So I'm pushing against it. That again fires up all of my hip flexors. I'm just going to rotate. Perfect. And then the last one, leaning back into our forearm, right side. And then if we can, getting that left side in. If you can. So like for me right now, that range of motion, I can't do that. It is not comfortable for me. So what I'm going to do first to start with, I'm just going to first start on this side, leaning. And I'm going to try and get this shoulder to, again, lean a little bit further. And I'm not going to worry about getting this elbow down. Right? I may even just hold my foot here. Right? And then if I've held for like maybe 10 seconds and I want to go for 20, I may look to extend that. And then now I'm able to get my elbow down. Right? Because I've been able to stretch out that quad a little bit more, get some more range of movement going in that area. So, yeah. And slowly walk it up. All right, so we've just done the second hip mobility routine that I like to do. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. What I'm gonna do is move back a little bit more so you guys can see me. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll be tuning back in hopefully on Sunday to give you guys another morning or evening or post pre-workout routine. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day.